Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And the movie that I'm going to talk about has just blown my mind out. It was probably the best Malayalam film this year, on par with Pada, I feel. And the movie that I'm going to be talking about is the Malayalam film which is called Aavasavyuham. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Aavasavyuham. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but this is one film, that I will not reveal anything about this film except the fact that it had won the best screenplay award at the Kerala State Awards, and this is one film, that you really need to go into the film blind without knowing anything and just let your jaw drop while watching it. It is that excellent film, and if I talk about the screenplay, it just stands at under 2 hours, which is, I think, perfect for this kind of a socio-political, geopolitical kind of a satire that is there, with a dash of environment politics also that is introduced in the screenplay. So this almost starts off like a documentary, and it took me a while to understand, the flavor of the film. And it was actually not a documentary, but it was more of a mockumentary. Something that you would associate with a series like The Office, that you've seen the US and the UK one. So it is something like that. It is a mockumentary rather, not a documentary. And the kind of nuances that it has, dealing with the protagonist. The protagonist here is equated with a frog or a whale, or even nature in general. How people exploit him, like how, and the parallels drawn are how people exploit nature as well. And only when that protagonist retaliates does the mankind understand. Rather, they do not even understand. They keep blaming the nature for everything. So that is the environment anecdote that is there. And I felt this is a very cleverly written screenplay. It deals with so many topics, like something to do with media or religion or the current state of affairs, basically, that this country is in at the moment. And it just every curveball is so well written, so well dealt with. I feel that it was an absolute honor to witness this screenplay. It is probably the best screenplay I've witnessed all year. This, in terms of screenplay, I think this is one of the best screenplays that I've heard. And the entire screenplay almost unfolds like you can also look at it from a superhero perspective. There's a meta reference to Aquaman, but it unfolds more or less like the Hollywood film Unbreakable. If you watch that, I think it unfolds like that sort of a superhero film. But it is not exactly a superhero film. It is a more of a satire, and it is. And I was reading an article also very interesting about the director's perspective, and the director is a pass out of IIT, so he's an alumni of IIT, which shows his intellect automatically. And here, I think he also said that it had started off while writing about a mermaid. Some people in a village in Kerala had witnessed a mermaid. It was probably a myth or something that they had imagined to be, and he started that core of the story had started from there. So here again in the third act, you get to see a little bit of that. Spoilers, sorry, but it's not much of a spoiler. I mean, I'm not spoiling anything for you except that. But you do get to see that aspect as well, the mermaid aspect, and I think that was again very well done. The entire third act, uh, even including some parts of the second act, I would say, are a commentary on the country, the situation that we are in the country, whether it is based on the authorities or the media, or even religion, how fanatic people are on religion, and it is not just any one particular religion. I think there's a balance that is maintained in the film about how well it is shown, about one particular religion and the other. I will not reveal much of the details here. I don't want to fight in the comment section. But to say it is nothing short of a masterpiece would be an understatement. I think this screenplay is probably the best I've seen this year, and probably the best from last year as well. I don't know, but this is the kind of risk that and gutsy movie that makes me fall in love with Malayalam films so much. I mean, this is why I'm a fan of Malayalam films, you can say. Coming to the technical aspects also, I feel the dialogues are very well written. They are sharp, and they have a poignant mood to them, you can say. I think the music, the background score also keeps you on your toes. It's unlike something. In fact, it was the music that introduced me into the film as to what to expect. It was almost navigating a way for me. When initially I was a little lost as to what is this, a documentary? Is it a semi-documentary? Is it a real life incident? What is it? And then it just struck me that it is a mockumentary. So I think the music has an important role in that. I think also the cinematography is beautiful. Some of the most beautiful species are captured so well in this film, and in other parts, it is edgy, and it just adds to the drama and the ambience. I think it was very impressive with the way the cinematography was used here. I think the editing again is the unsung hero of this film. It could so easily have been a patchy sort of a final outcome, but this was perfect. It was crisp, and it actually added to the humor also. In certain elements there's some scene going on, and there is some expert saying giving you some knowledge about the environment, so it adds to the humor as well. Editing is very good here. I think it's excellent here. Director Krishnan, he did a brilliant job. I mean, the more I say about him, I will not be able to justify it in words. I think his vision was terrific, and the amount of risk, and the writing was so smart. He didn't make anything obvious. He didn't spoon feed the audience in anything, and it was left to the interpretation of the audience most of the time, which signifies a very smart writing and execution, even better execution as a director. He was simply terrific as a director. I think the performances also, all of them, I think did a great job here. I think Rahul Rajagopal or Geeti, all of them. I mean, there was this fisherman who, was the greedy kind of a person who used the protagonist, in this case, also a metaphor for nature. He used nature to just gain till nature could hold his own, and once nature was there, he wouldn't bother about it. So that fisherman's character is also interesting. Very good actor, by the way. I'm forgetting his name, but Aavasavyuham, I think, is a wonderful film. I think probably the best Malayalam film out this year. I'm recommending this of the highest level. This is the highest recommendation I can ever give to a film so far on my newly subscribed, newly launched channel, you can say. And I think drop everything and watch this film now. It is streaming on Sony Live. Highly, highly, highly recommended this film. And let me know your thoughts on this film, because I would love to discuss this film in the comment section. This is one film that has so many layers that I think we all could learn something if we just joined in the comment section. So please let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Also, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. It helps me and the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach a wider audience. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. My full review of the film Aavasavyuham is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Please check that out as well. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Letterboxd. And we'll see you in some other video. Please also recommend me some movies again in the comment section, and we'll see you next time. So thank you so much.